Hey everyone, Home Business King here at homebusinessking.com. Before we begin, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Home Business King channel. Today we're going to discuss why you should evolve your marketing strategy. Now, marketing strategy changes over time. I can tell you right now that there are things that I do today that, 20 years ago was never heard of. So let me give you a little backstory. Hopefully I don't bore you people or anything like that. So back in the 90s, that's 1990s, by the way, not 2000s. When I started out in my business, I had an Atari 1040 STF computer, 1 MB of RAM. I had an Epson action printer, 9-pin dot matrix printer. And whenever I did any marketing, I went door to door and sold products. I also passed out pamphlets as well and books in order to sell the products. There was no internet at the time, so this was the way to do appropriate marketing. I would print out the brochures on my old Epson action printer, dot matrix printer, and it doesn't look as clear as the newer model inkjet printers and laser printers. So while it was rudimentary, it worked for me. Software, use Calamus and for desktop publishing in order to create newsletters. Now, years later, the internet is coming out. We're talking about late 90s. Went from a Atari 1040 STF that had 1 MB of RAM. I went to a IBM 486. Now we got the internet, so I put together a website. Now, nowadays you can simply load it up with something like WordPress. Back in the day, you had to write HTML coding. So I wrote up a website. Nothing fancy like we got today, but it did what it did. E-commerce I set up about in 2001. I used a piece of Malaysian software in order to process cards. It used a security form. None of this Stripe or any automated processing. And in addition to handing out brochures, I also handed out cassettes. And then it became DVDs. So as you could tell, we're going through the lines of evolution. So right around mid 2000s, 2010, we stopped giving out the DVDs, of course. We stopped giving out the tape cassettes and stuff. Well, the tape cassettes were gone, for, a decade at least. So then we referred people mainly to our website. Social media was coming out, so we set up little social media profiles such as Facebook. Computers that got more powerful. And of course, everything became paperless at that point in time. I was no longer printing out brochures, obviously, with the exception at a few trade shows. But, even that, people would go by and they would just want a web address or something else. The good thing is it's environmentally friendly. So we step up to the day, social media has practically taken over everything. Now, brochures now, I give out a QR code. Websites, they can be popped up instantly with WordPress. I don't have to really do anything. And of course, naturally, the most important thing is I used to have a lot of hair. I used to have a big, giant flat top. And of course, I went bald. So all through the years, marketing has obviously evolved. But there's still some marketers out there that are still in a time loop in the year 1990 or in early 2000s to where they've not updated their websites and they're trying to do the same things that they did before, and they're coming to find out that it does not work. Folks, you got to keep up with the times. You have to evolve your marketing, You have to go with what works the best in this particular time. It is 2023, folks. Next year will be 2024. There may be a different marketing strategy. Who knows? But you have to move along with the times. Otherwise, your business is going to fail if you're using these ancient technology. So, put away your Rolodex. Oh, I did have a Rolodex, so I've put that away. Put away your old brochures. Put away your tape cassettes. Put away your DVDs. Stop running into people at the bookstore and trying to pitch them near your business. You shouldn't have done that anyway throughout any type of history whatsoever. Don't go knocking on doors, obviously, because people are crazy these days in the U.S. You open up a door and someone goes and acts like Elmer Fudd and think you're a rabbit, so don't go knocking on doors. Get with the times, people. Modernize your home business strategy. And that way you can be successful. And that's all I got to say for right now. Be sure to like and subscribe to Home Business King channel and subscribe as well. You can also visit the website at homebusinessking.com. As always, peace and soul.